Yeah, and I couldn't afford a risk, so I actually went with FaZe on this. But I think it's possible. Gambit. I mean, this is we're getting into the close calls today. This is the Swiss system. This is where it lines up. Gambit, FaZe could go either direction.
I think I do heavily favor FaZe just for the map itself.
Heavily. I don't know if I heavily. I do favor them. I don't know heavily.
It's just because FaZe are actually very good on this one, especially they can get Ali rolling as well. He's great on this map. Gambit, they don't necessarily play it that much. I can't remember a game I've ever casted of Gambit. They've actually fallen onto this one at all. So it's difficult to think that they can go toe-to-toe. Obviously, they'll give us a good game. They're much different play styles coming forward as well. I expect you to see lots of slow defaults coming in from Gambit, maybe some more methodical executions coming through. We won't see that much of that from FaZe, to be fair. Their kind of play style on this one is Carrigan, he's the bait most of the time. His teammates will send force towards one side. Carrigan will be slipping in towards B or towards Squeaky Door, trying to show as much presence of force rotations, and his teammates explode towards the other side of the map.
They were very, very good at capitalizing and punishing Astralis for trying to take fights and peaks in B off the default. I think in that final, the best-of-5 final at Katowice, FaZe, I think, had the man advantage within the first 20 seconds on their T side 6 or 7 times, and it was usually picks over toward the B site that was the problem. So that is something that Gambit's going to have to be very cautious of and how they want to approach that, especially with a guy like Mo, if he's going to go for the fast op or not. If they're going to try and get a CT with even just the rifle, the M4, in toward the vents, and if they're going to play vents, maybe try and push up and get to vent from mid instead of taking that fight. Like, there's so much things they're going to have to consider just in the simple setup against FaZe.
Yeah, going back to that ult battle as well, one thing I've always criticized, you know this, that for FaZe, they never really allow Alu to have the early AWP. They're always forcing around it, but that seems to be rectified this event at least. They're kind of changing that up on the force buys and making sure he's full eco.
Kerrigan's fixed a lot of that.
That was, and Katowice and Vegas to some extent as well. They're having huge problems there with that kind of force buy idea, because the fact they were doing it every single time. I wasn't a big fan of it, but this event they are being a lot more conservative with him. He's going to be so important in cash. Their defaults revolve a lot around him and the AWP game, boosted up, trying to find those opening picks. He's very good at being aggressive towards that position as well. Always quite patient once he finds the first pick and waiting for rotations to come through. So he's going to be key here, and I do favour FaZe. I have to say, the 9th round was concluded. I think it's going to be FaZe set on the T side here. It is indeed. And they've got 4 sets of armour. Alu, he's a utility player here. He's got the smoke and 2 flashbangs. That's quite standard. Most teams do favour towards the A site and smoke off towards highway, but obviously you can go B as well. And we'll see what they decide to do. It looks like they may boost one player up and leave him there and then get towards that A site. All 5 committing, in fact, so that smoke will be used towards highway. Flash in, and then 3 out towards the Squeaky Door with the bomb.
3 Squeaky, not 4 Henry.
Indeed. It's
not quite a HenryG strat. Pop it on the inside of the doorway. Ooh, careful, because firing those shots, as soon as he runs out of ammo, they're going to bust in onto him. They don't even need to. Nico's already got the kill. As Kiyoshima will work his way onto the site. Kerrigan to plants. Wide plant as well. Covered off from A-main quite easily as Doja tries to fire back from the truck. T-side pistol going FaZe's way is perfect because we know they get rolling on the T-side quite quickly. So the good start should bode well for them if they convert this. We're not done just yet. Doja does have a kit. Adran's trying to work his way in, but look at Nico. Already wrapped around, makes the call. Guys, they're going toward the site. It's the headshot. Rain will close it out. Straightforward.
Very straightforward there. FaZe not dropping a single kill. 2 towards A-main, 3 at the door. No default to kick things off. That smoke comes in after they find the first pick. They actually challenge 2 players towards quad, manage to pick up the first kill, then they explode towards the A site. Smoke goes down, Nico for the backstab, and he manages to flawlessly pick up the round.
So, flawlessly indeed. An accidental buy of a Zeus, which was shot in spawn.
Get rid of that.
If you're going to accidentally buy one, I know like you don't care, so you shoot it, whatever. You might as well keep it. You never know. Why not? Get into a 1v5 or a 5v1. They're up, obviously, in this case. Just walk around the corner, get set. You never know.
Well, for this round at least, Gambit, 4 sets of armor and upgraded pistols. Of course, Mo's the AWP. He'll just be down to the Deagle, no armor. He's going to be very important in going forward in this. They need him to start stepping up and getting those aggressive picks at the start. We always talk about that on Cash. It's not like Cobble like we just casted. It's actually a lot of options available to the CTs at the start of the rounds, managing to open things up and shut down any sort of executions that T's have in mind. For this round, though, FaZe, 2 AK-47s and SMGs. Not expending their utilities just yet. This is the classic default. You can see them spread across the minimap right now. Straight line formation. Slowly dissecting towards the B storage area. Haven't got mid control as of yet, but 3 players towards B suggests that's where they'll be ending up, especially now the bomb's in that position as well. Rain might stay and watch middle, whereas teammate Nico could patrol that area and stop rotations towards the vents.
Could stop rotations toward vents, and speaking of, they'll flush them at this point. Latov goes in, Rain gets closer. Adren was never actually inside, so they wouldn't have caught him moving, but he's going to wait. See Molotov go to back corner. He could get one on the CZ here. Maybe more. Surely he'll go down at some point. Gets one, there it is. AK's at his disposal, but he can't get to it comfortably because they're still pushing onto him. So Alu does trade it back as expected right away. Nico's going to catch Zeus in rotation. Hobbit will do what he can with the Deagle above in heaven. Not bad. There's one to start it. Kiyoshima goes down. 3 versus 3, all Deagles up. No armor for Mo, as we expect the AWP to go onto him, so he's trying to save where he can. Doji and Hobbit do have armor. And as we mentioned, if they can get Halu right now, there's an AK. There'll be 2 AKs at that point, down inside of Checker. So this is a big kill for Doji to try and find, as he gets it as well. I thought for sure with the first shot going against him, he was done and dead. The problem is he's still being watched, so even if he wants to go for one of those guns, he's so low on HP, yeah, he's got to back out.
Yeah.
Good read by him in that sense.
Yeah, he's got 5 HP. He can't recover the AK. Might as well save the armor and Desert Eagle there. But FaZe, although they lose 3 kills, is actually a lovely little strategy there to just flush out every risk at that point. They Molotov towards events, like you pointed out, and then towards the checker box at the back as well. Unfortunately, the player on the close right manages to take them down, but they recover. Alu picks him up with the UMP, and then Molotov's on the side, flashes in as well. 2 players survive after that real nice shot from Dozier. He shouldn't have picked it up. You're absolutely right. There's almost no chance I thought that was going to hit, but he manages to put it off and makes an expensive round for FaZe, but also quite comfortable. There was no chance they were going to lose that round at that stage. He was just managing to damage their economy. So full eco now for Gambit. Dozier, of course, saving that Deagle and body armor. So well, I guess we'll be the most impactful player going into this one. Full eco for the rest of his team. And towards A we go. 3 players towards that side of the map. Bomb down there as well. And a bit of aggression for the CTC towards Squeaky Door.
Hobbit and Zeus going to push. Nico to wait with the AK.
Yeah, easy kills for him.
Should be. Should be. They go wide. If he wasn't fully on it, paying attention, maybe communicating, looking at radar, could have been caught, but he's definitely ready that time. So they'll stay with 5 alive. Alu will ensure that continues a little bit longer. Perhaps Doji can get one. Nope. Kerrigan's going to take him down. So all 5 stay alive. UMP Mac 10. I expect the Mac 10 to be gone out into the next round as we get Mo immediately onto a glass cannon AWP.
That's all we wanted. He did not force buy in that second round, and now it's time to step up. It's always going to be a rough round for the CTs here. There's also obviously a lot of potential for the 5-0. You'll be going into this round with potentially no kits, maybe no incendiaries as well, and FaZe will be aware of that. That's why middle is so viable at this point. Obviously, the standard CT defense towards middle, smoke towards the main entrance, and then Molotov, or it's incendiary, I should say, towards the boost position. But that's not really possible after you lose that second round in the force buy. You probably won't have the incendiary. So that makes middle quite tantalizing for the T's. You want to go quite fast. I mean, boost 3 people up. Challenge, especially if you have the AWP there as well. We'll see whether Mo has a decent spawn. We have a technical pause coming in for now. And I can see headsets coming off. So, what does that mean? Headsets back on. Maybe it was just a small issue there. No one pause called as of yet. Looks like it's Adren who's running the issues for now. We've been relatively stress-free. We had one nightmare of a game, the Astralis North one, with technical issues. Apart from that, it's been pretty smooth sailing, I would say.
Yeah, very smooth sailing.
Here we go. So in terms of the T's, what they've got left over, not so much a bonus, right, because they lost 2 or 3 players in both rounds, so they're not going to have that full bonus round, but they're going to be aware their CT money is low. So I'm just having a look at the buy for the CTs right now. There are no incendiaries. So boost, if it is fast, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'd say Mo probably has to go towards middle and defend that position with some teammates as well. You can leave it fully open, but I think at this stage of the game, you maybe want to challenge him and shut down that potential risk coming in. We'll see whether Mo feels the same. He is a very strong AWP, I have to say. I think I remember him first at APM when he was playing for Hellraisers when they had a bit of a CIS team going in there before it's obviously in its current complexion.
It's European now.
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
Yeah, he's watching that boost. That's what Mo will be looking at right now. They know they haven't got the incendiary to hold it off.
Good find from Gambit, starting it well. Over toward B, where we said there could be problems if they weren't careful. Nice nade. Dren goes down to 18, but they do find the 2 kills and he stays alive, so everything seems fine.
Yep, so far so good. Rain did get boosted up. Mo just watching it like a hawk. Takes that pick, 5 on 3 now, job done. Don't give anything away, money's tight. We don't need to overcommit, wait for the T's to come and challenge us, hold crossfires, and make sure we're trading every single frag. Molotov towards events from Nico.
Oh, it did land. It looked like it was off by a bit, but he's got it right.
Just about, it is out slightly.
It's not in, yeah, that's not going to go all the way through to the other side. Doesn't matter, no one's there, but yeah. Just to note. Shoulder peek. Alu thinks he can beat it.
Adren's out of there.
Yeah.
Not going to face that again.
I mean, 18 HP, it's an AWP. He could actually take that duel. If the AWP hits him, he's dead anyway, so if he misses, he sprays him down. But he doesn't want to face it.
At this point, it's not, like I said, they don't need to challenge for frags at all. Those waste the time, stay alive, and Flash comes in. Mo doesn't detect Nico's got out. That's a problem for almost every team, but Mo does detect him in the end towards Forklift, and that should be the round secured, especially with Alu on low HP. But Kerrigan
He finds Dosia and looking for the second kill as well. Can't get it. Mo with 3 kills this round. We said he had to step up here, and he does. And then
I think he'll have armor in the next round, Henry.
Yeah, he might do. That'd be nice.
I'd say he's a safe bet. 7 HP for Alu. 7 minutes in heaven.
Wow. Nice round from Mo.
Very good stuff from Mo to get 4 on a glass cannon. That's why they saved in round 2. Well, he did get a deagle, to be fair, but he saved the armor. He didn't go with armor.
Yeah, like as long as you don't get the armor, obviously that's an extra $650. And if you get 1 kill with the deagle, you almost guaranteed the AWP.
It says triple kill, but it's actually a quad in the end.
That was a quad kill, yeah.
The graphic wasn't even ready for how fast his last one was.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, it's a very good round. Like we said, middle is always going to be a dangerous zone for them in that sort of round. He's there with the AWP, takes down Rain, rotates towards A, hits absolutely everything at that point, and that's the first gun round going in favor of Gambit. Much needed one as well. That would have been the 5-0 for sure. It's always a bit delicate for the CTs. Another technical pause coming in, so we're not quite out of the woods. And I can tell you, it's a problem with the keyboard for Dosia. And hands are up, the admins are coming. I'll have a look at the FaZe clan buy as well while we're here. 4 sets of A keys. And what else we got? AWP for Alu. He's glass cannon this time as well. Has he got any more cash?
All right. Apparently, Adren's got problems with keyboard.
Yeah.
That's why his headset's off. I don't see any lights. Probably backlit. Everyone else is backlit. It's dying. Power supply not sufficient.
Possibly, yeah. If he's plugged in maybe a USB 2.0 port, something like that.
Could just be the port's dead.
Yeah.
Could be anything. Could be the keyboard's dead.
Who knows? Well, he doesn't seem to be unplugging things. Maybe the admins beneath him sorting it out.
Admins under the table.
Yeah. Moling away. The double AWP setup now for Gambit going forward. Mo will be joined by Hobbit. And Hobbit, we've seen him more before. He's actually very good at that weapon. We've seen some great performances with him in the past. And we'll see whether he can step up here. The double AWP setup on Cash, very viable indeed. It's obviously viable on most maps. I'd say Cobblestone, not so much. It's normally the execution-based maps that's a bit troublesome. Like Mirage is very viable, but you go, as soon as it's detected, you'll see a lot of set pieces come in. Obviously, Cash has the option for that as well, but the idea is there's so many options at the start of the round, you can actively hunt for picks at the start. You've got plenty of options and room to move with, and that's why the double AWPs, especially if you have good spawns like Mo's got right now, he's got the best spawn on the map. And that suggests he might go towards Squeaky Door, or maybe towards B Storage a little bit more aggressively than usual. We're up against Alu, like we said, he's on glass cannon. Not such a massive deal at the start of the round. If he's going for picks and trying to shut down these AWPs at the start, armor's not really a factor. It comes towards the later stages of the round. If he's holding quad, for example, and gets Molotovs or naded, he's obviously going to be much more vulnerable. But for now, we still are having keyboard issues, and they are discussing things. Zeus, you're not supposed to be chatting. You know that. Come on, guys.
That's true, actually. Oh, they're even communicating through TeamSpeak.
Throw the rules away. It's all fine.
All the admins are there. Hobbit's obeying. He's taking his headset off. Everyone else has them in. If it's a keyboard issue for Adren, they certainly aren't in any rush to fix it. There's got to be something going on. We can't see across the room. There's got to be something going on the other side of the desk where they're messing with the PC, I imagine. Beneath the camera.
Lucas from HLTV as well, getting the action shots.
He looks so different without his glasses.
I didn't notice. I didn't get.
He has not been wearing them this event. He's on to contacts, and
that's part of his look.
Yeah, it's true. He looked older without the glasses.
Yeah. Well, there's the action shot of FaZe as well. They're having a little chat as well. Why not? Seems like everyone's just joining in. Shouldn't really be happening. I know I'm making a joke of it. That is in the rules.
I mean, yeah. The one leniency you could give is if the admins and TeamSpeak and they're just generally chatting, as long as they're not talking about the game. But in general, you're right. Yeah. It is supposed to be clear-cut, no talking. Sit in silence.
Well, I guess if they're both doing it, no one really can be punished, you know?
Well, that's my point. They could just be chatting.
Yeah. I'm only speculating, of course. Anyway, 3-1, and Eurechas have once
again. Talking about Red Bulls and why he was on NIP. Do you remember that? Do you remember why he was on NIP?
No, what do you mean?
Because he has a big... You don't remember that?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
That whole video with the team comms.
I remember that when you said, are we allowed to have the Red Bull?
Yeah, no, the other one was... Anyway, I'll show it to you later. It's fine. But that said, I think we're going to go to a short break. They are going to fix this up. Adren's just waiting for the admins to elect to do that with his PC. And Mo's asking, you have a new keyboard. I'm being told it's Adren, but Mo's the one asking that. So, okay, new keyboard coming soon from Doja. Well, there we go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO, guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Yeah. Thomas Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Well, we are back, and I see lights on Adren's keyboard. That's a good sign.
It's a very good sign.
Maybe we'll be ready to roll. 3-1 for FaZe. We start things off. Gambit did win the last round, the first gun round at that, and they now stack with a double op. Mo got 4 kills on his. He's picked up armor, and Hobbit has the second one.
He does, and Mo, as I said just before the break, he's got the best spawn available for the CT side here on Cash. So that opens up his windows opportunity to maybe go towards Squeaky Door or go aggressively in B storage. We'll see what he decides to do. I would say it looks like Squeaky Door. He's gone straight towards the A. Maybe we can follow him if anyone's listening. And you can see him in front of you. We're not going to quite follow him. He goes towards A main by the looks of things. Flashbang goes in, and let's see whether he tries and nails this first kill. Now I'm going to be waiting for him.
Rain
is creeping up, though.
And there it is, you're right. Because no one's waiting at the doorway, but yeah, Rain gets a lot closer. Adren now going to go over reverse boost. Gambit's going to try and make up for it, finds one. Immediately countered by Keo, who gets down below. A chance to try and peek for two, but that opportunity is gone as Doja tries to rotate back in toward the A site from the top of highway. Smokes down, looks toward quad, or rather, excuse me, the forklift. And he wants to get to the quad. That's the intention, but Rain's beat him there as well. And a good shot from him onto Zeus. So the second off, and Hobbit finds the kill, but it's still a one-man advantage with a bomb planted for FaZe, both coming from CT side truck. And Doja has rounded the corner already. Hobbit's going to try and spot the boost. Nico's hit, tagged significantly. They know there's two there, so Hobbit watches one side as Doja goes in, fires the shot. First kill is Nico down. You're right, there is three there. Are they going to expect all three? It may not matter. First kill goes to Doja. Keo responds. Hobbit's going to get close. He's gone to the M4, and Hobbit's going to get the clutch.
That's a bit of a nightmare for FaZe. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to put that boost up, right? And then hopefully the idea is Nico gets one kill like he normally would in that situation, but they fumble the boost a little bit there. It's a bit sloppy. And the idea is you assume there's always going to be one more player there. He may face in the 1v1, and if he goes down, then it's still, they're never going to think three players are there. But the fact they lose that round, they'll be quite frustrated. It looks like a bit of panic coming in. That was actually looking really promising from FaZe as well. Like really nice, reactive and assertive play. As soon as they get that kill towards Mo, towards A main entrance as well, they get the kill towards the boost position. That suggests there's two players still towards middle. They rush in towards A, smokes down, the bomb gets planted as well. And I think they overthink it. They try and be a little bit too clever in that respect. It's obviously something they've got up their sleeve, the three-man kind of boost play towards quad, but actually is the scenario that makes it all fall apart for them. I like the idea, but the execution wasn't quite there, unfortunately, and that's a big round for Gambit to pick up. Force buy from FaZe as we go into round number 6 here. AK-47s, UMPs, and upgraded pistols. 5 players towards the B side of the map. We do have one towards middle, which is Nico, the UMP, just holding for rotations. Let's see if they can get back into this.
Flash in from Adren. Can't find it with all the smokes down, backs off, finds Rain. Who in turn, in the smoke, didn't know exactly where the shots came from. Adren and Mo are doing tremendous work. Zeus as well. Kerrigan, the last alive. It's going to be 3-3. Gambit is doing a lot more than perhaps expected early on, especially to set the tempo in the aggressive choke points. And I know you like the map because the CTs can be aggressive. Well, Gambit's certainly trying it. It's not all out Hail Mary. They've pushed up towards Squeaky Door with pistols. They've gone in to try and get an op shot in toward A main. Rain did win that, but they won the round, and that time they shut down B.
Certainly did. That was the force buy from FaZe, and it doesn't really work out for them too well. Nice flashbang towards the B storage. Didn't actually get that many players. They were actually ready for it. And the reface comes in, and the CT gets that first kill, funnels him to the B site. Good crossfires, and it's quite a comfortable round for Gambit. So, after losing the pistol and going down 3-0, Gambit find 3 rounds of their own. Have actually brought FaZe down to an eco here. So it's going to be Deagles and a Glock for Alu, of course, the AWPer. We talked about him being quite important to this team. He'll be trying to save up for the sniper rifle, and not really much he can bring to this round. It's going to be Adren to get the first kill towards B storage. And a boost comes in from Rain. He's very good with Desert Eagle, to be fair, but nades coming in. That's going to hurt. And it's a double. The guys next to us are loving it. They're loving that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Go again, lads. Molotov now. Ooh, I hear it. Where did that land? Nice shot by Mo. Doesn't even matter. So, okay, so that's in the garage beside them. I thought it was going to get thrown toward the boost, but they cover it off. They get 3 kills. The Deagle's not amounting to much. Smoke gap. Nico with a Deagle is a threat always. Ooh, feet spotted, but Doji can't find exactly where he's gone. He's gone to the right, not the left. As the reload comes in, the door will open. Doji realizes it, backs off, takes the bomb down. All 5 up for Gambit, and all 5 down for FaZe.
Yeah, another smooth run there for Gambit. 4 in a row now. I think their money's starting to get to a reasonable position. You can see Mo, he's actually just shy of $8,000 after the reinvestment of grenades, and most of them above 5K to be fair as well. So they're looking very comfortable. We've got a couple of buys in the bag as we get into round number 8 here. 4-3. FaZe yet to post a gun round here. Alu has got the AWP. No grenades to go with it, but Yorpers don't necessarily need them. Can be set up by their teammates. Like I said, he normally gets boosted up towards middle. That's what Mo has been challenging as well, so that makes sense. Zeus will Molotov him off at the start though, so can't pick straight away. I'm going to keep following Alu on my own screen and see what he's up to. He's actually gone towards A storage for now. And smoked off. This will be a default once again. You can see it spread out on the minimap, that straight line formation. 2 towards B storage, trying to shut down any sort of aggression that's coming in.
Do it.
Nico. Find it up for the wall.
Pretty obvious someone's going to be a quad. You can hear them shooting, so he's just looking. Doja, meanwhile, try and work a different angle inside of the side at quad to look into A main, and Nico anticipates that he might, tries to spray through it. Getting closer, but backs off from the doorway position as they go for the boost in middle instead. It's Alu above with the AWP. Needs a plenty. Last time it was 2 to this position to take down, I don't remember exactly, I think it was Kiyoshima last time. Either way, they won't be in a position to do that this time as Mo goes back in with the AWP. They've already gotten him beside the cubby, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Alu above and 1 in close. They're going to give up middle as well. They've got 1 in Z to play passive at Dren to make sure they can't push all the way through. But highway is now an option.
It certainly is. Bomb's still going to be down in the T-spawn area, but they have got mid-control. Nico, nade to the face, and B's completely open. You can see the CTs haven't got any presence towards B whatsoever. It's going to be Kiyoshima exploring towards that area. This kill is big, and Adren picks it up. He goes down to 7 HP, but he does find the man advantage, but not for long. Nico's going wild, but he only gets 1 in the end. It was a very nice shot to kick things off.
The reason that kill in mid is so big is because they anticipated it was going to be a highway push to A, and walked over that way early. The fact that he gets that kill and they leave the bomb mid
10
buys
seconds,
them so much time. Yeah, I think
it.
this is done. The bomb's not going to make it.
He might.
Ooh, no, I don't think so. 7 seconds. He's just coming out of the garage now. 5, 4, done. 3,
Nope.
didn't get on it.
Fumbled it.
He was a step too soon to try and plant. Can't win. And that's why that single kill, they actually had B open. Based on an over-rotation, or an anticipation, I should say, from Gambit. They get 1 kill in middle, and
rough.
they lose the B site out of it. I mean, that is very rough.
That's amateur hour. Got a bit carried away there. They're all focusing across the map. You can see them. There's like 2 guys in B, 1 in middle. Like, it was a complete mess, wasn't there? There was no final objective there. It's Carrigan who just goes, guys, it's 15 seconds left. The bomb's on a T-spawn.
Yeah.
Classic moment, and he has to pick it up and just run, knife out all the way to A. Open, but the thing is as well, he fumbled the plant a little bit. I think, had he not had that little fumble, you can press E when you get to the bomb side, the bomb out, and it actually instantly plants. If you go in and press mouse 1, I think there's a slight delay. Like, sometimes that's a small bug.
Yeah, I think that's actually correct.
Yeah, if you press E, I think it's instant. He kind of fumbled it, but looks at it. I'm not sure if he made it either way. I couldn't 100% tell you, but there was a chance he could have planted if he didn't fumble that. But that was sloppy from FaZe. This is looking rough for them. Not able to pick up a gun after getting the first couple of picks there. Everything was great. Lots of map control, push the CDs back. Players in B, finding picks towards middle, pushing up towards highway, and just left the bomb and spawn. That's why they take the tactical pause, a chance to calm down and work out what the hell's going on there. Allow Robban to come in and give them a bit of discipline at that point, maybe.
Flashes to go through onto Alu. Doja does push up successfully as well this time at Squeaky Door. 3 stack on A, 2 push, 1 kill, and then they back off. FaZe is having trouble setting the tempo. That's what they're good at on this map, but Kiyoshima will give them a bit of hope because getting Zeus down on B after watching 3 push out to A means they've got to rotate quite a bit back toward the B site. And they'll start to get in a position to try and execute. This time they're all on the same page as well.
4 on 4. Molotovs go towards B. It's Alu trying to find the first pick. I can't say he's had a massive amount of impact, but I eat my words as he takes down Dosia, and Carrigan chimes in as well. That's the B site open. Bomb should be planted. Man advantage to FaZe. 3 on 2. Mo and Hobbit for the retake here. And Hobbit's coming from mid-storage.
Yeah, but Alu's ready for it. Hasn't seen anything to encourage a rotation toward vent. They're still intact. And they've already cleared out the B site direct, so not a bad shout for Alu to take a peek. Gets the second kill. Hobbit goes down. It's Mo to save the AWP. He's at truck. He'll wait. Gambit. They string together 5 straight rounds. 3 staying up is big for FaZe Clan because that means even though it's a reset, they'll be in a fine position.
Yeah, especially that AWP staying alive as well. Alu, like I said, quiet game from him so far. As soon as I said it, he finds a nice headshot towards Checkers and then nails a shot towards CD Spawn as well. So nice work from him. Carrigan, he capitalizes. As soon as Alu gets the pick, he's striking towards the site, gets the trade. Only Nico, the only players to go down, but finally a gun round arrives for FaZe. They did win the pistol and got that 3-0. Mo will be surviving. Their money's in a decent position overall. I think they've obviously got enough for a rebuy, especially with Mo with the AWP. And everyone's above like 5K, most of them over 6K to be fair, so they're absolutely fine. As we go into round number 10, FaZe. The pause works out for them. And in terms of the setup for Gambit, not going back to that double AWP setup, just be Mo once again. He has been performing very well, to be fair to him. Alu with a decent spawn. It looks like he's heading towards B to maybe challenge the initial pick. You can see him facing towards that direction. Let's see what he decides to do. He's actually going for the much more passive option there and just looking towards the B storage from them on top of the little road sign there in T-spawn. There it is.
Yep. A back. Rain will go in to where he found that shot onto Mo in the round where he had the EWP. There won't be as much aggression from an op this time, but Doja is close. Smoke down. Hobbit plays Fork as well to make sure no one can walk out from the doorway. Rain's just pre-firing at this point. Zeus has gotten up close, I would say. Molotov. Ooh, it's going to be fine, though. He's on top of the box. That's going to go behind him. That actually may even benefit him in some ways, but he thinks better of it, wants to back off, nearly gets shot in through the smoke. In fact, tagged to 52. Still not as bad as Nico, who's tagged to 28.
Yeah, that's very true. No one going down just yet. In terms of the setup, another default here for FaZe. Haven't seen much in terms of full-on set pieces from them yet. Just trying to work those initial picks, and it has been working in the previous round they did pick up. But Nico's towards the end of the door. Like you said, low HP, quite vulnerable. Won't be able to have as much room to move as he usually does. Smoke comes in, and Hobbit's waiting for him, but he's lost his vision now.
And he knew he was on the left side based on the bounce. Molotov's going to tag him up. They're going to hear that. Rain's going to know he's here. He's going to have to fight aggressively. Smoke to go down on top of Highway again. Waits for the flashes. I said they knew he was there. They didn't look. And Hobbit manages one as a result. It's traded back by Rain. Doji on the site. Good shot by Rain. He looks sharp again in this game, I have to say.
15 seconds remaining, and Mo continuing his good form with the AWP. Bomb will be planted. Kishima's towards Highway as well. There's two players coming for him. Surely he won't win this battle. He will not, and it's up to Nico now. 3 HP. One of the best players in the world. This is a very tall order, but he opens up well.
Gets to the AK quickly without response. He's in a great position, and Nico's got all 3.
They needed that desperately. 3 HP. 3 on 1 as well. And the stars align for Nico. Only him can pull it off. I think I set it up quite nicely there. The fact that he is one of the best players in the absolute world at this game, and he wins that sort of clutch. That's nuts. This team would have been full eco after that round, and he just absolutely nails it. What a judgment call that as well. Get the AWP shot, get the AK. Crazy shot there, and just about pulls it off against Zeus.
3 HP, that's so sick.
That is sick. And look what he's done to the economy of Gambit as well. They would have been done for FaZe if he didn't win that round, and he keeps them alive once again.
Yeah, that's a game-changing round.
Yeah. What a legend.
Rain said that about the game yesterday in the interview prior to this game, that Nico was the MVP because of the rounds that he won were so significant late. Well, that one definitely in the same realm. Earlier this time, Alu, good shot onto Hobbit. Down goes one of the M4s. Dren will get into a position to get boosted inside of the vent to try and take back middle. Rain was ready for it, but good shot by a Dren. Doesn't quite see Nico. Does see him as he gets closer, though. Shotgun for Zeus, 12 HP. I was going to suggest throwing back the M4 and going to get the AKs, but he can't really afford to do so, and a Dren's got a hat trick. A third man down, a smoke off, and a bomb going toward the B site, though still bodes well for FaZe because Doji has only got a 5-7, and they don't have any kits to try and retake. Not only that, they don't have Mo anymore.
That's true. Dosia, he's down to the 5-7. No kit, just a flashbang. It was looking promising, absolutely right. Dren doing some amazing work towards the B side there. Not quite enough, it seems. Dosia, he might get 1 kill out of this, but that'll be about it. He sneaks in, and Alu, quick as ever, takes him down. Lovely shot there to bring the scoreline back in FaZe's favor. What a clutch it was from Nico. Let's just get back to that one. That was like a game-saving clutch. So they would have been maybe double eco after that one, and now he's got them back in the driving seat. Completely broken the economy of Gambit now. And it's going to be 6-5 with a full eco, presumably. Dren's gone all in. Okay, no, he set himself about 1,600. Here's the replay of him. 3 kills. Still not enough, unfortunately. So they go in with Desert Eagles, and Dren gets the head armor. Carrigan now, really in the economy. What as ever, he's going to get the Mac 10 and hopefully find some unarmored players to spray down. And there will be 3 players heading towards B storage. Carrigan holding towards middle. And there's the opening kill from Alu. That's the player with the armor as well, so that's a beneficial one to get. And there's Carrigan farming with the Mac 10. And then
Carrigan's farming indeed. 3. It's big money.
Money, money, baby.
I knew you were going to say it. You're a slave to the meme.
I'm a slave to the meme. I'm embracing the meme.
No, you're a slave to it.
I'm just embracing it.
I think you're a slave to it.
And a
I'm
pause.
going to pause. Zeus calls it. Doji doesn't really care because he's got just a USB, no armor. It's literally stock.
Just a shout out as well, we heard from production that MBK was actually the one who lent his keyboard to
what a baller.
Dren. So ever the gentleman Nathan, he helps out, and that's how we got back underway. So shout out to him. Thank you very much.
Natural baller something.
Natural.
Kindness.
Yeah,
NBK.
that sort of works.
Yeah, we're there. Just crowbar that in there and get the sanding paper out. We'll whittle that down until it's smooth.
Naturally
Born
becomes. You get back to us on that one. You craft something.
No, it's fine. I'm done.
Yeah, you just
I'm
naturally.
going to leave it there.
Okay, fair enough. Not your best.
It doesn't have to be.
No, I'm just letting you know. Can't let you get away with that every time. 7-5. We do have a pause, and it doesn't look like the keyboard is turned. The lights are still on for Dren, and I have to say this was looking like it was getting a bit bleak for FaZe. Some
blunders in terms of that round that the three-man stack towards quad, and even the bomb and T spawn. It's not the team we're used to seeing, but Nico, we're very used to seeing those kind of clutches from him. He brings them back to life, and they look more revitalized now as we go into round number 13. It's 7-5 in favor of the international squad. Not a single player on this team from the same country. That's very rare in CSGO, I have to say.
That is actually very rare. You're right. You're not wrong.
But here we go. Mo back in
Can you
Glasgow.
name all the countries?
Finland, Norwegian, French, Danish, and Bosnian.
Well done. No Swedes anymore. Kiyoshima. Alu as well is going to away with the AWP. This is more the setup we were expecting to see where they try and get into B early on, but Adren's beat them here once more behind this box. They have Molotov this on a few occasions. Zeus was there at one point in time and then hesitated to try and move around. Big round for Gambit. This fully would lose the momentum if they don't pick this one up. This would definitely be FaZe taking potentially 9-6 and beyond. Not only that, Nico started off well by getting Zeus. First pick unanswered. Hobbit's so close on that smoke.
He could open things up once again.
He's going to sit with his face to the wall, and he's going to expect to be flashed in on. Instead, oh, Dren!
Oh, goodness.
Dear Lord! Leaves him with no ammo left, and unfortunately that means he goes down, but Dojia's there to respond to it. The tournament of whiffs. There it is, Nico. Okay, I thought it was going to be back to the wall. Hobbit tries to go in and compensate for what's going on at B, and Nico's ready for it. It relays information to Mo, who's got to hit those shots. Nico's in. And Nico could elevate himself above red to try and get the shot, but Mo's going to put himself in the corner to disallow that. They don't know where the second is yet. Nico's set. Bomb goes down. Doja needs to find Nico. Mo's gone. There's no way. He was going to win that exchange, and Nico is stepping up again.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind right now. That's exactly what they need, and FaZe run away with another round there. It came down to a 2-on-2, but Nico just taking them to school right now. 14 kills for him in total. It's quite a game from some of his teammates. Rain seemed to have dropped off since the early stages. He did very well in the pistol rounds and anti-ecos, but hasn't really done much since then. And to be fair, Nico, when he's finding that many kills, there's not really much he can do. He's taking everything. So we go into round number 14 here. 8-5 in favor of FaZe. This is, I guess, I'm not going to say their map pick. This is the map they wanted. Like Gambit, not known to be an amazing cash team. They don't play it that often. A poor smoke towards middle there. Zeus, I didn't think he was going to get killed there, but he has stinked one and found a kill as well. He does get taken down by Rain eventually. It's going to be a 4-on-4, but look at the damage inflicted to Rain and Alu.
Alu's so low. That pistol shot from White would take him. 14. Mo's getting closer. They're watching it, though. Rain's ready for it. Nico is as well, apparently.
Yep. Why not?
Leaves us to wait. Alu's still very low on the op. Is that okay, no, this is it. Adren. We are on it. I saw it on the map, but didn't quite realize. I thought maybe he was boosted. He's just forward of that.
1 minute mark here. So they've ascertained that the CTs only have pistols at this point. So 4-on-3, don't need to rush, don't need to overcommit. Just make sure you pick up the bomb. That's my 1 bit of advice for them. Don't leave that in T-spawn. That's one error you don't want to be giving away at this point. One player towards the A side, that's going to be Adren. Deagle in hand, he's watching highway for now. He's pretty much done for. Since he gives his position away, Nico, you feel like he's going to be hungry for him at this point, and he smokes him out, and he just has to move away at this point and actually get towards the bomb site and see whether he can get anything done with this Desert Eagle.
Dren shut the door, but
trying
caught.
To be polite.
Yep, caught by it. Rain will get the shot onto him. It's going to be just Doji and Hobbit remaining, and they're well over toward B, so this will be bomb plant in. 9-5, and as I said, it could easily go 10-5 after Gambit got 5 in a row after losing the pistols. So Hobbit gets Alu down at least. That'll give them a gun. In fact, it gives them not only just a gun, but an AWP. Now they can rush B.
Yes, they could, yeah. Well, this round's over, unfortunately, for Gambit. They do save the AWP. Hobbit has found a kill. They sit only on the UMP as well. In terms of loss bonus, they've lost the last 5 rounds in a row. After the win streak, Gambit had 5 rounds. That clutch really has got FaZe back in this game. It's going to be 9-5, and then look at the double digits going to the final round. Dosia, there is quite a lot of whips going on in the server today, but to be fair, here's the UMP and got caught out with a tight angle. Couldn't quite find the frag. And Nico, he's still hunting. He wants absolutely every kill available to him. He's on 15 kills right now after 14 rounds. After the slow start they had, that's very impressive, let me tell you. And a double orb set up to finish things off.
Kiyoshima will be coming in with the double or himself. It's normally Carrigan you expect to come in.
You know what the real definition of being a slave to the meme is?
Go on, you've been thinking about this, have you?
Anyone who dabs.
Right. What if you just like dabbing?
Then you are definitely a slave to the meme. In fact, you might even be brainwashed.
Okay. Don't know why you're thinking of dabs right now, but maybe
especially the people who think they're doing them to be ironic, but really they're just doing them. Rain. Taken down by Zeus with a push, but Nico there to take him back. Kerrigan will try and cover up in mid, but caught by Mo. Finally something rolling on this double up setup as they get back to it. In a while, Hobbit's on it. The second AWP. In his position, that quad has a crossfire set with the second op in A, so they're both watching that side of the map with a Dren between them and Doja alone toward B. Just Nico and Alu. Kio's way back towards T-spawn.
Just Nico.
It's just no big deal.
Yeah.
He's not a threat. So Mo's getting aggressive with his op. He potentially could bait them in toward Hobbit. Nico tagged up in the flames, 3 ticks, gets taken out by Hobbit, who then fires in toward Alu, and they're just spamming the ops at this point in time. Mo's got to be careful. He's gone to the AK instead. Up close. Tries to take out Keo, but oversteps it, and Keo continues to spray and takes Hobbit. Now we're down to a 2 versus 2, and it's game on. 46 seconds, bombs in the site. That's the saving grace for Gambit, because they can't run back to B. And they're both on red HP. Perhaps they've done just enough, but yes, there's no need to take that fight. And it is going to be Doji to close it out. 9-6. For FaZe.
Dicey there towards the end. You've got that 4-on-2. There's plenty of time remaining. I'm not sure why they're trying to force it like that. I guess they assumed there's one player there and they would have had an equal trade. But I think a sigh of relief came in when they found that kill towards Nico. What a monster he was after the 5-round streak coming in from Gambit. That clutch he won was phenomenal. 3 HP. All 3 players in front of him as well. He switches weapons. Like, it's such an intelligent play. Very impressive indeed. I am going to be talking about that quite a lot in this cast. That was nuts. And could have given FaZe the win at this point. That was amazing from him. But it's going to be 9-6. At this point, we go into the second half. It was FaZe who picked up the first piston. Got the 3-0 as well. We'll be switching right over. They'll be on the CT side now. As we get into this one. Yeah, but we'll have a look at that buy. The Deagle comes out. I love this so much on this map. When the Deagle comes in, it's normally plays like Nika to do this. And Scream was known to do it for a while. Normally, when you have the Deagle, you're rushing towards the mid-entrance and trying to pick towards the connector. That's what I'd say. You can get it boosted up as well, but if you've got a decent spawn, you want to be picking towards mid. Let's try and follow him if we can. We'll see what happens. He's going there.
He likes to collect skulls.
Here he comes. Nico, though, waiting for him. Who wins? Oh, he gets headshot. Someone got headshot, and only 5 HP was taken off Nico.
Was it? Yeah, it was headshot. Yeah, it had to have been, because he got aim punch in it with armor. So, yeah, it was through the edge of the wall. 5 HP from that range. Go figure. Alu's going to pursue after getting 1 kill onto Hobbit, who found 2 kills of his own. So that therefore means simple math. It means they're in a 4 versus 3. HenryG. Nico still looking for more as they walk out from A main. I'll cover that off with the smoke. It's a shallow smoke between Fork and the red, which means they could still push in to the site behind the container. Therefore, safe plant. Hello, Doja. Bye-bye. Nico's got the shot. Successful entrance, I would say. Brings us back level. Kerrigan has a kit as well as he starts to rotate back around toward the site. In fact, he's at the truck now to hold off the long position as Nico is going to be the first man in. He's the aggressor. He's looking for another spot to that quad, but knows Adren's behind the Fork, wants that fight instead, and Adren's going to succeed. Gets 2, tags up the 3rd, but runs out of ammo, so it'll be taken down in the end by Mo.
There it is. After getting an equal exchange towards the A side, they go, and the retake was starting to look possible there from FaZe. Nico hitting another amazing shot there on the A side, but wasn't meant to be. He makes his way towards Forklift, taken down, and you could feel the round subsiding at that point. Here's Adren, though. Great work with the Deagle. He did actually headshot Nico, like we said at the start of the round, only did 5 damage. But after that, Adren did find 2.5 kills with that Desert Eagle, and it brings Gambit a much-needed pistol here. And this is what we're talking about. Alu, as we said, it's normally much beneficial for the team, him getting on the AWP nice and early, but he has force ball with them. He's got the CZ and head armor. He's gone all in. He'll have no money after this round. So this is going to be interesting to see what they can do here with the upgraded pistols. They've got a couple of HEs and smokes as well. In terms of the Gambit buy, 2 SMGs and 3 rifles. So they'll be keeping things nice and slow, keep the range long, and try to find that 1 pick. That's all you're looking for initially here on these anti-ecos. Get 1 kill, like we said, reactive map. As soon as you get that 1 kill in your favor, trying to see what the CDs do, try and ride the clock down and see whether they can hunt for some information, and then you kind of punish them at that point. Oh, Nico, I thought that was going to hit.
You always think it's going to hit when it's Nico.
It's true.
Even when he tries to just spam through a steel or tin or aluminum garage, whatever it is. Mo will boost up a Dren on top of the white box. Kerrigan with the the CZ. We'll wait to see if they push over. Gambit getting ready to attack. One still up close, is there not? No, they both got back through the vents. I thought there was still one in the corner. They check it. Nade in. Decent damage.
Big nade.
Kerrigan goes down to 53, but he's going to hold position, which means he could get a headshot. Oh, he does get a headshot. Zeus goes down to 3, but it's not a kill. Alu now has to follow it up from inside of the site. Keo's rotated above to heaven, and Alu's going to try and spray through, but gets taken down. Keo gets the 1, and he follows up. Look at Nico and Rain. They've made this close. In fact, they've got this down to a 1 versus 1. It was a 2 versus 1, but Doja turns it around and gets both with the UMP.
A little bit scary there. The 1v1 comes in with Nico on the Desert Eagle as well, but he can't adjust his aim in time, and Dosia finishes the round off. That's big news for Gambit, though. They've got a full eco up against them now, a chance to calm things down, get their money back in a decent position in FaZe. They did a lot of damage, but they want to make sure they don't give anything away. Can't really force buy around this. So we'll get some upgraded pistols here. Nico with the Digo once again. Kerrigan back on the CZ. He's got a smoke. So where does he use that? Maybe he smokes towards middle and then tries to boost a player up. That kind of makes sense. We'll see whether he decides to do it. I think the smoke does come in towards mid, and it's going to be his teammate, unfortunately, getting taken down. Alu just with the USP, tucked in the corner. Almost impossible for him to do anything here. They're going to check this. Or will they? Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Second man in does. Yeah. Hobbit jumps around the corner. And he'll pick up another kill on the MAC-10. It's down to Nico, 1 versus 5. And he'll go down. Mo's got the kill. And we said they needed the consistency from Mo. It hasn't all necessarily been on the AWP, but he's up to 17. He's only that of 2 behind Nico. Hobbit's to 10. The lowest fragger right now is Zeus, who only has 4 kills after 18 rounds.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mo, there you go.
Too bad. Full eco, but they all count. And it's tied things up. This game very well could go the distance at this point. Nice triple call there. The skull's coming out. Some cool graphics coming in.
That's what I was saying, the skulls.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant. What you're on about. I was like, has he lost his mind? I noticed.
Pay attention.
I should. Right.
Right.
That would help.
Come on. Although I did lose my mind.
Yeah.
At some point
a
along the
long
way.
time ago.
Yeah. Well, it's Hobbit that jumps in past the smoke to check checker. Check checker. And if there was someone in there while he checked checker, he could checkmate the person in checker.
Yeah, keep going.
Kerrigan's got Hobbit. Let's keep going with the game, because FaZe finally with a man advantage in a round, with Zeus and Doja left on the SMGs.
Yeah, indeed. It's still a rough buy for the CTs there. You can see after losing that second round, although it came down to the 1v1, they can't get the AWP, and Kerrigan, even on that first gun round, is down to the SMG, but he's the player that get the first kill from the vent, so they're okay for now. 1 kit available for him. I guess that's why he's down to the SMG, to guarantee they have a bit of utility to work with. In terms of the diffuse kit and smokes, bit of noise there towards middle. And Rain's ready and waiting, so he probably heard that.
Rain, yeah.
This is it's such a hard shot there, by the way, straight up.
Straight, yeah, yeah.
Can't really do much about that. We'll see what he can do. Readjust himself. It could be at the wrong time.
Or
the perfect time.
Perfect.
Okay.
Rain just backs up, takes 2. Kiyoshima's got Doja. The bonus round is not going to work for Gambit, unless Adren's got something up his sleeve that I've not seen. He will get 1 from Nico. Has to take the shot because he was hoping he would reveal more, but he did check to his left and couldn't risk it. So there's 1 down. Has bomb. Does he fancy the plant to get more money?
He might as well.
Try and bait them in. Gets 1, gets 2.
What?
Maybe he's got something else in it as he peeks to Highway. There was low HP on the first. Nearly gets a lineup. That's costly, though, for FaZe.
That's real costly. How has he pulled that off? I thought, okay, definitely get the plant in, extra $800 per player. But that's almost even better. You're punishing FaZe, who have had a rough start to this game after forced buy in the second round, and now a very close one there. Still plenty of money for Gambit to buy, and if they win this round, that could mean double eco for FaZe. So that's also just as beneficial as getting the bomb down there. Another triple kill for Adren. And I thought he'd just get the plant down there, 10 seconds remaining, and guarantee the extra money, but this is great. I like that a lot. How fast is that 3rd kill coming in as well?
That's a sick transfer.
Super sick. That's amazing.
And he peeks out the Highway. He could have easily got the 4th on the low HP. Even then, if he went back and planted, would he get the first 3? That was, yeah.
Nutty.
Did something to my nuts, tell you that much.
Christ. Tingling?
Yeah, a little bit. That's not my spider sense. Mo will work his way in with the op toward A main. And I'll smoke that off. Kia wants to get close again. Try and replicate that which Rain was able to accomplish on the M4. But it's a UMP for him this time. Again, they've damaged the economy so much with those 3 kills of Dren. Terrific job. Just when FaZe thought they were in the clear.
Gambit now boosting above the smoke in A main. Might want to drop off now, considering the smoke dissipated, but looks like they might commit to a little pick here. Mo just trying to find any CTs that might be hiding towards MBK. They've done some damage towards Kiyoshima, but it's Dosius down to 7 HP, and this might be the final commitment. The bomb's coming in. It's a poor smoke, to be fair. Big gap in that one. Zeus seems to be aware, and he will be molotoving towards the forklift.
Kyo pushes past it, though. Tags up and backs off. Very low HP on Zeus and Doja. Kyo's done well to get out of this. Look at the positions from the CTs. They've rotated over, but Mo's got the first shot on the on the AWP. Had Rain been a step sooner, he may have been taken down by Zeus, but he looked away, and that gave him the jump. It hits 2. As a result, and Mo's locked in the sight lineup for Rain. He's got 4 in the round. He may get more. Nico goes down. Hobbit may get Alu as well. As he walks in, Rain's there looking for the ace, but Hobbit's got him better. It's 3 back the other direction. So 4 for Rain, 3 for Hobbit. It's Kerrigan versus Hobbit in a 1 versus 1. Important round. Nade's going to go deep. Leaves Hobbit with 33 HP. It's 100 for Kerrigan, and he's got the shot on the UMP.
They are trying to throw these rounds by the looks of things. There's 1 player remaining, and you're all facing him. Let him plant. There's 10 seconds remaining. Making him to the bomb side. These rounds are really costly now, and the bomb planted and 4 kills. I say 3 for Hobbit. After Rain's amazing work there, he finds 4 kills. You've guaranteed the round, and you're giving Hobbit, a player of his caliber, that sort of window. Like, you're out of your mind, and they're going to get punished for that going forward. Yes, they win the round. Rain with an amazing job there, but they need to start thinking, waking up in these scenarios. That's too much they've given away. Just about win the round. And a pause comes in from Zeus. He probably wants to work out. We're keeping their money real tight right now.
Yeah, do they go for this or not? Because if they lose this, then it gets broken.
Yeah, exactly. So they could force it. Their money right now is around 3 to 4K, depending on who you're looking at. Dren with over 4,000, considering what he did in the previous round. And considering how low the money is for the CTs, that's why they're taking the portal now. Is it worth it? Do we take this gamble right now and try and force into the round? If we win it, it's double eco for sure for FaZe. 2 rounds, and if you've got 1 player remaining after blunders from them, and you'll tilt them out of control at that point. After those sort of mistakes being made, they'll be feeling the burn. And it could be an interesting idea. I wouldn't be totally against it. It's definitely a gamble. Yeah. And it looks like Dosi has gone all in. He has. They're doing it, Matt.
This is one of those questions where Zeus calls the pause and looks and says, do you guys believe? Do you think you can hit the shots?
I would say, yeah, it's best of 1, right? You've got to take some risks at some point. You've broken them down. You know they're going to be weak. It's not disastrous for FaZe. They still have 3 M4s. The UMP on Kerrigan, who seems to be finding kills with that. Alu still has the AWP, but if they lose this round, Gambit, they find themselves maybe 3 going forward. In total, including this one, I should say. That'll be a double eco after this.
Nico will go toward the ace site. Smoke in front of him. He and Rain are going to go boost in the corner. Ooh, Mo's close. If they mess this up and make even a slight noise.
No, it was silent. I've got it on my PC.
Yeah. If they had, Mo would have been perfect. Rain gets 1. They won't expect Nico. They won't expect him at all. Transfers a little soon on the last, but the nade will take down Zeus either way. Adren versus 3. He has bomb, backed up, kick over the plant, trying to find an opening. Adren again. This time with bomb, he's got time. He can actually leave the A site.
Yeah, they want to keep facing him. But for now, it's fine. He's 14 HP, Kerrigan's least spotted in towards Squeaky Door. Adren's still with a bomb. He was very poor yesterday, I have to say, but today, he seems like he's back to his old self. Had some amazing rounds. Not quite winning them, but the shots he's hitting is having incredible. And this boost so far, working out for Nico. Perfect time to deploy it. He gets 2 kills, I believe, in that position as well. And he thinks he's done damage towards Adren as well. He's asking for the HP.
He said HP after, because to be fair, obviously. If they say it now,
it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, so at least he was polite enough to say after, and no one was dumb enough to say 14.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait, my bad.
Oh, he's still alive. Well, this is actually looking interesting for Dren now. Look at the minimap. 2 players actually towards A, which is the correct thing to do technically. You want to be sticking together and making it a single 1-on-2 instead of 2 1-on-1s. That's how you should be playing the game. Problem is, Alu with the AWP, though. If he misses a shot or Kyo goes down first, there's a chance. There's plenty of time for Dren to adjust in this position. this could fall apart for FaZe. They have made a few mistakes so far.
I don't know if I agree with. I get what he was trying to do, but where they're both in the same position. This is tough, but he actually isolates it. He's got the first. Here's the flash come from heaven. They're 4-0s, the seconds towards CT. Adren, he came so close last time, and it's going to be so close this time. Another 3 kills, and yet another 1v1 clutch to FaZe. That's 3 in a row. This game could easily be Gambit with the same scoreline in reverse.
Oh, some of these rounds have been insane. Adren gifted an opportunity to win a 3-on-1. Then he gets the first kill on carrigan, rotates all the way around. Like I said, FaZe did technically do the right play, sticking together, but carrigan, I'm not sure I agree with that. That FaZe, like once again, make him plant, go together. He just needs to play passively, maybe towards quad, and make him commit to the site before he challenges. But they do win the round once again, another 1v1. They recover the AWP, and Gambit, they want to keep forcing into this. They want to break the economy. They know they're so close now. Loss bonus starting to accumulate, 3 stages, the bomb going down consistently as well. So they got the AWP out of Mo. It's as much stronger than the previous round, and they just know one round will do it. That will break FaZe.
Nade into the corner as they try and go for the boost. It'll take damage from Keo and Rain.
Aggressive towards A main. 2 CD players in that.
Either Gambit's economy dies or something's got to give in these clutches. 3 one-on-one rounds in a row. And somehow FaZe come out on top. This time they go down early. Mo's got the shot on Keo. Rain falls as well. Mo's going to follow it. Down goes Nico. And Gambit enters flawlessly toward the A site.
Mo just completely wrecking them there. That was sick from him. I saw his POV on my screen. So many crisp shots. As we get into a 5-on-2, Gambit have finally done it. That was another force buy, and that's the money gone now for FaZe. Unless they save these 2 weapons, they've got absolutely nothing going to the next round. 3 players on $0. Kiyoshima with 1,000, but these 2 remaining players now desperately need to hold on to the AWP and the M4.
We're seeing such good plays from Adren, Mo, and Hobbit.
Yeah.
Doji's been, decent in the situation, but Zeus has done nothing. He's still on the 4 kills. He needs to show up at some point.
Certainly. 4 kills after 22 rounds is not ideal.
In-game leader or not.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Don't know where he is. Do they track him? Hobbit's got him. He tries to run. He runs the wrong direction. Nearly hits it, but Doji gets the shot. Down goes the op, and money definitely gone now. No saving or anything.
That's double eco territory now. We said it was worth it for Gambit. Definitely a gamble. They didn't win the rounds, right? But they kept the economy so tight on FaZe. It just took 1 round to do it. And Mo...
Plus plants as well.
Yeah, they're getting the plants down. The loss bonus accumulating. How sick was that shot from Mo? Oh, my God.
I didn't realize
Disgusting.
that was through his teammate, too. That's so sick.
Oh, that's what they needed. And now, like I said, double eco, a chance to tie things up at 12-12. This game is now getting really exciting. There will be, I think this is the force buy. It has to be. They might as well. They're going to be double eco regardless, right? So double Desert Eagles and CZs and some body armor to work with. Kiyoshima got the diffuse kit just in case. This team, known to be one of the most skilled in all of Counter-Strike in terms of firepower they have available. So, especially the Desert Eagles, they can do some massive amounts of damage here.
And we'll wait. They see the mid has not yet been pressured. Double boost. Looks like Zeus will go as well as Adren. Money for them, still not built either, but again, they've got the advantage in this one. It's the Galil only for Zeus. I guess he's willing to sit back into the support role at this point in time, given his situation and statistics in this match. Molotov go behind bags, take no chances. Naded on top of that as well.
Well, FaZe for now. Desperately trying to make something happen here, but Mo, he's been phenomenal, I have to say, with the AWP. So many sick shots. Like, you've been a big fan of him for a while, so have I, and he really is stepping up in this game. Hobbit going to find the second frag, and that's going to be the round over, I'm afraid, for FaZe. And like I said, this should be tying things up. This is double eco territory. They force-bought into it, but now it should go the full distance. Overtime, we've seen it a few times this event. Could well be happening again, as FaZe will certainly be full eco into the next round.
Doja checks behind the truck to make sure the immediate threat isn't there, that no one can surprise them. And then he'll sit and wait. Wait and let the bomb tick away.
So they'll try and save the CZ, Steagle, and body armor. Obviously, the kit's worth $400 as well. So that's worth it. We'll see if they can get some exit frags here. They are setting up a little crossfire towards T-spawn. Alu and Carrigan towards the useless area there. Bombers go off, and I guess no hunting required at this point. Let them keep their Deagles. They can have them. They don't want to risk their economy here, Gambit. Like this, it's not much they can do. They're going to be EK regardless. Sure, they'll keep some CZs and Deagles. You play the round correctly, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now this is starting to get a little bit scary for FaZe. They still have the advantage for now, but like I said, they have to eco here. Second stage loss bonus, they'll get
third stage into next round, which is $2,400 on top of the 2K they have about now. That's enough to buy up with. Won't be the best of buys, but certainly won't be the worst. Round number 24. Mo coming to have a shot. Zeus, to point out, you've been kind of mentioning it, still on 4 kills. That's kind of nuts, but his teammates are stepping up and going above and beyond. Adren and Mo especially. Like, Adren was awful yesterday, and he's finding some form today.
Certainly is. Kerrigan gets one on Dodoja, jumps back across, nearly tries to spray back in with the CZ. But Ali with the M4 is gone. It's Adren that's got that kill. We're looking at a tie game after a bunch of one-on-ones, and the economy staying tight. They'll find Kiyoshima eventually. It's 12-12. Gambit is very much in control.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, not the best of buys coming in. So Kerrigan once again down to the SMG. He's the player who wants to buy the kit and the excess utility there. And no AWP for Alu. He is a very proficient rifler. Don't underestimate him with that weapon. Like, a lot of AWPers are not good at both disciplines. They're very good at the AWPing and maybe drop off with the rifles. Alu's not one of those guys. He's actually very good with the M4. So they can still do stuff with this, but it's just not as beneficial. The CT side, obviously, as we discussed before, it's very beneficial to have the AWP to get those opening picks and be a bit more aggressive.
Kerrigan, as the flames go down, will sit inside of the smoke. Or rather, get ready with the smoke inside of the vents, excuse me. Boost up again in the corner, so this will be Nico, second time up here.
Yeah, worked before. It's probably the perfect time to throw it in once again. It will be... It's one of those ones you chuck in every, like, 5 or 6 rounds, right? You want to make sure it's, like, a surprising factor. Just to go for full execution, play like Nico up there. If he gets 1 or 2 kills, that's enough.
Zeus backs off ever so slightly, and as too does Kiyoshima from the same position. Boost late, looks like. Mo will be going up with the AWP. Or vice versa, they're going to put a Dren up on the AK.
That suggests he'll be an A-sided attack now. Leave a Dren there. He won't be actively looking for a pick at this point, but when they go for the full execution towards A, he's there listening for rotations, giving information, and then ultimately the backstab, that will be coming in. So watch out for him. Hobbit's also helping him out. He's actually holding for B storage pushes. So this will be an A-sided attack, but still time left. They could find a pick and fall back, and Nico has been spotted. He doesn't go down. Oh. He finds the fractal squeaky door somehow.
Doja has to hit that. As soon as he drops off, Doja needs to know he's up there and nail that as soon as he lands, especially because, as you said, Hobbit stays in middle to help. It means they've only got 3 players, now 2, to attack the A site. They've lost to Dren in the boost. It's Keo. He'll take down Mo, and things are falling apart from Gambit's side.
Oh, hello, Keo.
Keo, yeah, kills Nico. Alu takes Zeus, though, as he slips in behind. It's all to Hobbit. 1 HP versus 3 on a Deagle. And, ooh, from range, that nade. About the edge of the radius, but 1 HP is all it needed.
Well, they are not the most clean rounds as Counter-Strike, but they're certainly delivering the hype, and FaZe can pick up a much-needed round there, and I think we still have plenty of cash for Gambit. They'll be buying fully into this one. FaZe, they win their first round after losing 3 in a row. I have to say, though, once Nico was spotted, I thought they were going to hit that shot for days. Mo narrowly misses out, and you're right, though. Dosia, the communication should be there. As soon as he drops down, Dosia should be there, ready to take him down, but he gets dropped, and Kiyoshima finds 2 kills, if you want to call it 3, with the team coming towards Nico as well. They still win the round, so it's fine, but still damaging their economy going forward. Kerrigan's still on this UMP. They go for the counter boost towards middle. It's going to be Rain. By the looks of things going up. Can he get anything going here? It doesn't look like anyone's watching it from what I can see. They're actually committing quickly towards A. So Rain could be the difference maker here if he finds the right timing.
Oh. Sitting and waiting.
Yeah, here we go. Picture in picture. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, Rain as well with the boost up close for the counter. With the white box could have baited him in, but he's going to be timed right. They're already heading toward A. When does he go? When does he strike? He's going to go now, and he's going to get a kill as well. So too does Nico in the site. It could be back-to-back rounds for FaZe. 5 versus 3, and it would be money gone at 14-12. Gambit, despite clawing themselves ever so close in this game, are going to have problems. At least they have the bomb down. Low HP, or mid HP, I should say, on Rain, Keo, and Nico. Gambit with Mo in the op is going to try and peek down highway. Misses the first shot. 3 players there. Molotov in behind him. How close to him is it? Doesn't matter. Kiyoshima's got Doji down. Missed shot on the op. And down goes Zeus. All 5 stay alive. I can't believe they didn't even get a kill out of that.
Yeah, clean sweep there for FaZe. I have to say, Rain with some perfect timing towards that boost position. Didn't give too much away. He had the option when the A split came in that he could have actually
attacked and tried to get behind them, but he's waiting. He knows the player is very likely to be holding towards B storage, ties it to perfection, and Nico boosted on top of the ticket booth towards Highway as well. Nice position to hit on the squeaky door player. And at that point, the retake comes in for Kiyoshima. After taking out his teammate in the previous round, he makes up for it in this one and finishes things off with a nice, clean retake. FaZe Clan now in touching distance at finishing this game off. It's 14-12. Plenty of money still available for Gambit, though. Still with that standard setup of 1 AWP and then 4 AKs. And Alu, I'm interested to see if he mixes things up at all. He's going towards B this time, trying to find the first pick. His teammate gets in towards a close box as well, and Adren's rushing it. Oh, it's a bit awkward as Adren looking for the second frag as well. Does damage towards Alu, and he'll be falling back.
If he had hit Alu as well, that would have been huge. That's certainly taking the fight to FaZe. Now get away with it. Adren stays on 40 HP. Zeus pushing out in mid. One. Oh, is that? That's Checker. Okay, I was going to say. I knew there was 2 in mid to start it off. That's Alu's X-ray I saw on the inside of the bags. I thought Zeus, without checking it with a Molotov this time, might get caught. But he's got to white box, which means Highway becomes a real possibility. Doja's already tagged despite being in the site, though. They'll start to go for a retake before the bomb even arrives. Doja backing off is going to get taken down by Nico. They've reclaimed territory, but Zeus is going to go through mid. This is even better, perhaps, because if they get Truck and he starts to cover off CT, they're going to have so much information. Good shot. Although Nico's able to find 2, so forget the fact that he's going to open anything up because Nico survives in the site with Alu there. Or rather, excuse me, with Rain there. And there's no opening. There's no availability. Both sites are still defended.
Zeus, he found his first kill in about 10 rounds, I think. That's his 5th now. He needs to step up here. If he can find this round, all will be forgiven. And he, narrowly misses out on the opportunity. Alu will be challenging, and it's got to be surely Zeus's kill at this point. It's sloppy, but he gets it. And it's a 2-on-2 now, and a chance for Gambit to get towards B.
Bomb's going to be planted. Zeus will hold the rotation from CT, but right now it looks like it's B-main and Vents. Still gives him a good position on Heaven when they enter in. And the bomb, if I'm not mistaken, is planted to the side of the box, so he'll be able to see it from Heaven as well. Hobbit plays toward, they expect CT. They're both playing CT. Now, is this good or bad? Because it means they're going to be so far in the site before the peaks come in. They could be left in the open, but it also means they don't have the information. Smoke off as well. Hobbit is out of the equation. He's off this. Molotov instead. That's decent. Yeah, the incendiary from Zeus. Rain gets above. They're going to, oh, it didn't reach it. They're going to get on it. He takes down the diffuser. They're in the flames, and Hobbit gets there in time.
There it is. Gambit managing to pull one back after Nico finding 3 kills. It's Zeus with the intelligent play there. That's actually, like you said, his first...
Yeah, 3 that round.
Yeah, his first kind of contribution to a round in the last, I think, maybe over 10. He hasn't found a kill. That's kind of nuts, but like I said, they win that round, all will be forgiven. He gets himself towards Connector. Not the best of kills, but he finds a couple in the back, and Alu missing some shots allows him to get the second. His teammate plants it towards B, and nice, intelligent incendiary towards the bomb at that point. And Gambit found a lifeline. We're going to round number 28. We said this could go the full distance, and Gambit bring the scoreline to 14-13. Money getting a bit tight now for FaZe. 2 UMPs, one of those for Nico as well. You might want to give him the rifle, all things considered. The way he's playing right now, you want him to have as much firepower as possible. Some wall banging going on towards middle. No damage inflicted as of yet. And the orb for Alu. This time, it was in B last time, he's actually in towards middle. Smoke goes down, and we'll see whether he can pick up the initial pick here.
Door. He can quite catch if he opened it yet or not, but he's got forklift to worry about when he does. It's Nico that's there, but it's a UMP. Great game. Nico's gotten closer than the forklift as well with that door open. He's actually managed to sneak up very... Ooh, flash in. Doja dodges it. He knew. He saw the gun barrel, but he couldn't relocate his aim in time after snapping away from the flash.
Yeah, nice work there. They're up against the ropes here, considering they only have the 2 UMPs. They get the man advantage. Keo looking to extend that. Can't hit the shot just yet, though.
But Molotov misses. Because Adren gets pressured, he doesn't bounce it correctly. He can't flush him out. That's actually a big play because if he gets him out of that corner, which now they will, but they have to use more utility, and Keo's going to smoke it as well. If they get him in transition, they can start to open up middle with just Rain there to defend it. They will eventually find Keo, but Rain needs to get headshots. Can't. Zeus will get it back. So all things do go the way they should have if the first Molotov had landed. Kerrigan, gun not drawn, manages to pull it back in time to take Zeus, but small pit found by Adren, misses from Alu, and they'll start to push the site, or will they? Bomb goes down. Another kill for Alu as he looks back toward Checker, and it's all on to Mo, who's got a little bit of time before Nico's going to arrive, but he still has to go against Alu, who's looking very scary indeed. 3 kills, map point for FaZe.
Couple of misses there, but he makes up for it. 10 seconds remaining. He knows all he has to do is delay. Keep applying the pressure, keep peeking, making bait out some AK shots there, and you can see the remaining terrorists at that point knew it was over. After the round, looked like it was slipping away. Kerrigan with the UMP sets Alu up, and what a setup it is. 3 kills, and then finds match point here.
15-13, it's broken the money of Gambit as well. This is as good a chance of any to finish off the game. Here's a replay from Alu. A couple of missed shots to kick things off, but he certainly made up for it, didn't he? Good work.
So good. Doesn't matter about the miss when he does that. Alu's going to dodge the flash. Smoke down in front of him, though he can't fire into it. Tries to relocate. He gets completely blinded as he does so. Money is still tight, so Gambit, if they win this, could put themselves at 14-15 and a chance to get the overtime with limited weaponry on FaZe. But that's best case scenario considering that they've got Tech 9s.
Yeah, it's rough right now. No nades even, Matt. Nothing at all to try and get a bomb site and take down double orb setup as well. How do you do that with just Tech 9s? How do you shut it down?
Dren's on 29 kills. Nico's on 28. Both those guys have been incredible.
Nuts.
Rain getting another kill. He's also been decent, to be fair, on the entries on the T side. Hobbit's going to get him back, though. That's the only AK, but that may have to be all that works with, and it's gone as well. Dren, Tech 9. Double op setup and a double UMP against him. He's already spotted by Kerrigan. Does he at least get a 30 bomb? Congratulations. He'll find the mark, but...
Now, FaZe, let's make sure we're disciplined this time, shall we? Let's not all face them. You've got the bomb, set up the crossfires, that will do. Nico closes it out. What a great game that was, Matt. So exciting. Lots of blunders, I have to say, lots of misplays. But
it kept the economy close.
Yeah, exactly. It was
change.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a lot of mistakes made by FaZe, but they just about get through, mainly thanks to that man on your screen right there. Nico, all stemmed from that clutch as well. That 3-on-1 he got, I think they would have been out of this game unless he picked that up.
Yeah, I think that's true as well, but look at the other 3 rounds in a row that went 1v1s.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them should have gone down to 1v1s. They were all situations that, as you said, FaZe almost threw away.
Yeah.
The first and foremost being the fact that Adren almost wins a 1v5 with 3 quick kills, but that allowed the economy to stay close. If any of those had gone the other way, I think it was going to be FaZe chasing Gambit toward the end of that map.
That was nuts. That was such a fun game to cast, and commiserations to Gambit. They put up a solid fight there. Mo, amazing rounds from the AWP. Adren as well, like you mentioned.
Yep.
Very, very strong throughout, and it's just a shame some of those clutches didn't work out for him.
Well, that said, they're not done. That was a draw game, 1-1, so they go down to the 1-2 bracket to play for survival, and FaZe will play for a chance to go through the playoffs in their next match. But that said, we're going to go back over to the desk. Alex is certainly standing by to talk about that match.